Bonjour! Thank you for joining me today for Princess Storytime. Today I'm going to read The Three Little Pigs from 3 Minute Stories Bedtime Tales. This version was adapted by Jennifer Boudard. It was a fine day in the forest. The sun shone brightly through the trees and its warmth cheered 3 little pigs who had just left the home they grew up in. The pigs were brothers who hoped to find a new home of their own. A grassy meadow in the middle of the forest seemed to be the perfect spot. "What a wonderful place to make a new start," the oldest brother said proudly. "Now that we have found a good spot," said the youngest brother, "let's have lunch." So the little pigs spread out a blanket and soon ate their lunch while making some plans. The brothers agreed they should build a house right away. Each brother had a different idea about what kind of house to build. The youngest brother, who was also the laziest, suggested a straw house. The middle brother, who had a bit more sense, thought using wood was a better idea. But the oldest brother made the most sense. "Though it is true, wood is certainly good, bricks are simply the best," he said. The brothers could not agree. In the end, they decided to build 3 houses. The youngest brother built his house out of straw. The middle brother built his out of wood. The oldest brother was the last to finish. While his brothers took naps in the sun, he worked and worked until his brick house was complete, chimney and all. The brothers had a picnic to celebrate. Proudly they stood back and admired their 3 homes. The 3 little pigs soon had visitors from all around the forest. One bright morning, the youngest pig heard a knock on his door. Who could it be? "Let me in," growled a deep voice. The young pig peeked through a space in the straw wall. A huge, hairy wolf crouched outside his door. He had large teeth and he looked hungry. "Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin," said the young pig. The wolf snarled. He was very, very hungry. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," roared the wolf. The wolf let out a blast of air. The straw went flying. Then the wolf spotted the little pig pushing himself through the window of the wooden house next door. The wolf ran to the door of the wooden house. "Let me in," snapped the angry wolf. Inside the house, the 2 brothers hugged each other in fear. "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins," they yelled. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," roared the big bad wolf. Once again, the wolf blew with all of his might. Crack! All of the boards snapped like twigs. The little pigs ran to the brick house next door and squeezed down the chimney. The 2 homeless pigs told their brother about the wolf and their ruined houses. Outside, the wolf licked his lips as he knocked on the door. "Let me in!" he hollered in his meanest, wolfiest voice. "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins," said the oldest pig, quietly and calmly. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," cried the wolf. He blew his biggest breath yet. But the house was still standing. The wolf tried again. And not a single brick budged. The pigs heard the wolf jump on the roof. Quickly, the oldest brother lit a fire in the fireplace. Then he sat down to warm his hands. With a giant crash, the wolf fell down the chimney and landed in the flames. "Let me out!" howled the wolf as he ran in circles. And that's just what the 3 little pigs did. The wolf ran off, and he never bothered any of them ever again. The 3 brothers still live in the middle of the forest. They still have picnics, and they still take turns visiting each other's homes. But now all of their homes are made of brick. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll hope to see you again soon. Au revoir.